Los Angeles Chargers versus the Houston Texans. In this game, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Justin Herbert and the Chargers get it done in Houston. The next game we have is Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens. And in this game, Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have the Baltimore Ravens biting the ever-living shit out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You can't talk like that. Well, I don't know. The Steelers they look like clowns. I don't know. They have no offense. They can't convert third and ones. They look pathetic. Their fan base has turned on them, rightfully so, because the Steelers look like shit. So I got the Baltimore Ravens winning a lopsided game. I think they played like now it's 4 weeks ago. When this game happens, it's gonna be like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and the Ravens beat the crap out of them. They'll do the same thing again. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, they will play them. They will beat the crap out of them. Oh, holy shit! Stop. The next game we have is the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. In this game, I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with Denver Broncos. Because everybody's shitting on the Denver Broncos, and I think the Denver Broncos have a pretty solid defense. I think their offense is starting to click a little bit better right now, and I think they'll pull the upset off. I think there might be the slightly better rounded team, and people are going to be shocked with the upset because the Buffalo Bills are just an offensive juggernaut, and the Bills, to me, I think the Bills' defense is very questionable, and I think that can help the Broncos' offense out, which. The Broncos' offense is not terrible. The Broncos' offense is way better than say, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers are trash. The Broncos' offense is not as bad as people think it is, and I think the Bills' defense is questionable. Usually the Bills really struggle against really good offenses. I think the Broncos might be clicking right now. And I'm not saying the Broncos are going to beat the ever-living crap out of the Bills. That's not what I'm saying. I think it'll be a close, competitive game, and I think the Broncos will upset them. I think it could be something like a field goal or something like that. I think it'll be a close, competitive game. I think the problem is I just don't trust that Buffalo Bills defense. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I shouldn't even be picking this as an upset because I'm sure nobody else is. But I'm going to go with Broncos with the upset. Well, I guess Broncos fans probably will. I mean, they'll ride and die with their team, right? But yeah, I like the Broncos in this matchup for some reason. And in the next game, the Green Bay Packers at the Eagles. Eagles, one of the best rounded teams in the NFL, have one of the best offenses and defenses, and they're so great. What a great team. The thing I do question on the Eagles is their kicker, because their kicker looks like shit lately. What's wrong with him? Why is he always missing? You guys got a crappy kicker. And if that comes down to that, in another game, it's not going to be the Packers game because we should be able to handle the Packers fairly easily. The Eagles are like an A-tier team. I would put the Packers maybe a B-plus tier team. If the Eagles show up in this game, they should win comfortably. I think by a touchdown, maybe even by more. I just think they're a much better team. It's very hostile in Philadelphia. This is actually a revenge game, but not against this Packers team. It's against the Aaron Rodgers Packers team that came here that one year and screwed us. We're not going to let that happen again. And I just think the Eagles will win this game because they're the better freaking team. So I'm going to go with them. Is that okay? Stop. Stop. What the hell? Anyways, this Eagles team is one of the best teams in football. One of the best teams in the NFC. They're up there with the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions that bitch smacked the Packers twice this year, right? Well, the Eagles are on that level tier team. And the Packers just aren't. The Packers couldn't even beat the crappy Bears, and I think they were legitimately trying to play in that game. So weren't they trying to play for a certain seed in a little bit? So yeah, you know. Eagles are going to boat rope you. You're going to be like, hey, Eagle number one. What are you doing? Okay. The next game, we have the Washington No-Names against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In this game, I'm going to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game, and it kind of scares me because I'm not afraid of the Washington no-names. I think they're nerds, and I think that we could kick the shit out of them if we had to play them. But the problem is, I think Tampa Bay is going to win this game, and I'm actually worried about Tampa Bay because for some freaking reason, the Eagles can never beat Tampa Bay. Is there a reason for that, Eagles? Why can't we never beat Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay's defense is always suspect anyways. Why can't the Eagles beat them? Huh? Because something with that Buccaneers offense bothers the Eagles for some reason. I have no idea what the hell it is. But for some reason, we can never beat the Buccaneers, and I think the Buccaneers are going to win this game. And I'd probably prefer the Washington no-names to win this game, but it's not going to happen. I just think the Buccaneers are going to win this game, and for some reason, Buccaneers throughout history have caused us a headache, just like the Packers. And the Buccaneers, for some reason, you know that one year, wasn't that with, I actually like him, the blonde-haired coach guy. I can't even think of his name right now. You know, the Chuck what? What's his name? The Charles, Chuck. I can't think of his name or something. He got kicked out of the league because apparently he's a evil white supremacist, and I think he has a channel, a YouTube channel. I know he does. And he used to be an analyst for ESPN, too. But now he's a white supremacist for some reason. I guess because he's a white guy with blonde hair, and he said something bad about, I think he made jokes in an email, and he got in trouble because they were probably inappropriate, and probably, you could deem them racist, it depends, but, you know, jokes are racist sometimes. I see jokes against white people, I see jokes against all types of ethnicities, and then people don't cry then. We're doing too much a sensitive society, in my opinion. Anyways, I got the Buccaneers winning that game. And the next game we have the Minnesota Vikings, who look like a piece of shit against the fucking Detroit Lions. What you guys supposed to be playing for something? You look like a complete joke. What the hell was that on Sunday night? You look like speds. Like, you don't even look like a team that's 14-2. What the hell is wrong with your team? They look like shit. Yeah, what's your team? I thought your team was supposed to be a 14-2 team. No, now they're in that 14-3. I'm sorry. But they didn't look good on Sunday night. They looked terrible against the Detroit Lions team. For some reason, that Detroit Lions team is like Super Saiyan, and for whatever reason, their defense, even when they have their first stringers go down, their second stringers play just as good, if not better in some cases, which is very strange. I've never seen something like that before. Like, with how many players have gone on the defense of the Lions, I think there's got like 9 or 8 first stringers on their defense that are down. It's crazy. But anyways, the Vikings, you're suspect. You are suspect as hell. And I don't know how good Sam Darnold really is. And they're going to Los Angeles against Matthew Stafford. I think I'm taking the Rams in this game. I think I'm going to go with the home team. I picked all the home teams except Buffalo. I'm a bad boy, guys. I'm just pissed off all the Buffalo fans. That means Buffalo fans are definitely going to pick against my Eagles, probably. Well, that's only if they watch my video. But anyways, that's just how I see it. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I went with the Chargers, who are actually away. So I went against 2 home teams, and then I picked the 4 home teams, yeah. Yeah, I like my pick. So I'm going to go with the Chargers over the Texans. I'm going to go with the Ravens over the Steelers. I'm going to go with the Broncos upset, field goal. They win it. They upset the Bills. I'm going to go with the Broncos upsetting the Bills. I'm going to go with the Eagles over the Packers. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers over the Washington no-names. I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams over the Vikings. I don't know if that's considered an upset. It probably is, but the Rams have a pretty good offense. And the Vikings, I don't know how good their defense really is, because the Detroit Lions slapped them around and made them look like a little bitch. So maybe the Vikings defense isn't all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, you look like a bunch of frauds. You looked embarrassing. You were fighting for number 1 seed. You put that showing on? You look like pathetic. You didn't look like you even belong in the playoffs with that performance. What the hell is that? I know in the first half they played well. Oh, they were close in the game, but they couldn't get the touchdowns. They could only get the field goal kicks. But anyways, yeah, I got the Rams there. That's my NFL wildcard weekend. Eagles are going to win it all. Maybe. Who knows? Hopefully they don't choke. Otherwise, if they choke, they just blew the freaking possible record break-in for Saquon Barkley, and that's terrible. You better have not just blown it for Saquon. You better not. You better go all the way and win it. No matter if it's the Kansas City Chiefs, the Bills, the Broncos. If the Broncos somehow sneak into the Super Bowl, oh my God, that'd be amazing because I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think a rookie quarterback has ever made it. And the team at the I don't think a rookie quarterback's ever made it. Is it Dex? What's his name? Shit. You're picking up for the upset. You can't think of the quarterback's name. Oh, they look great. I don't know. I like what they're doing. They look pretty solid, and everybody's shitting on them. And that usually when people shit on teams and say, "I wish the Bengals were here," they were saying. Well, now you know what? Now that usually means the other team's gonna look really good. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you wanted the Bengals here? Look, do you think the Bengals could have done this?" Actually, if the Bengals and Bills were playing, I probably would have favored the Bills. To be honest, or something like that, because the Bengals have no defense. And don't even talk about how they had a defense against Pittsburgh. The Steelers don't have any offense, so give me a break. And then the game before that, who are the Bengals playing against? Oh, they're playing against the Broncos, but the Broncos, their offense is sometimes good, sometimes not, so it's hard to tell from that game. And just, I don't know, the Bengals defense was just, historically one of the worst defenses in the league. And maybe they played a little bit better in the final couple games, but I don't know. It was still a bad defense. Anyways, yes, that's who I got. If you don't like my picks, leave your picks in the comment section. Tell me how I'm a moron and how the Bills are going to dominate these the Broncos. Call me a moron. And then if I picked against your team, the Vikings fans, and you're upset, call me a moron in the comment section, okay? Thanks.